remain positive, clean, and in line with the honor code. We collectively condemn the defacement and tearing down of posters, as well as any negative comments regarding any of the candidates. Such behavior reflects poorly upon the candidates and the community at large. Tonight, I stand ready to begin the final year of my journey at Wheaton. I stand here a different person, a better person than I was 3 years ago, someone who Wheaton managed to change profoundly. I stand here tonight stronger because of this community. I stand here a more complete person because of this community. I stand here today with deeper and better reasons for having the goals I do for my life because of this community. I have learned to accept myself for who I am, and I have learned that every single person has something to offer. My story is not unique for a Wheaton student, but I think that makes it more powerful, not less. There are days when I don't feel this way, of course. With pizza and Chase yet again had some outrageous topping like sweet potatoes or General Chow's chicken that should never go on pizza, or some rumor has spread that has nothing to do with anything real, or I didn't have the yellow banana hammock so I missed out on 50 Lions bucks and the title of Mr. Wheaton. I know Wheaton brings its frustrations. And one of those for me has been losing close school-wide elections 2 years in a row. It's put SGA into a sharp perspective, and both times it's invited me to soul search, to think about my life at Wheaton, and to ask, what can SGA actually do? I doubt anyone on this stage tonight has thought more deeply about the role of SGA in campus life and the way it relates to everything else. After all that, I still see enormous potential in SGA. But I'm not running this year because of the past 2 elections. I'm running because I see so much possibility coming out of this one. My strengths are not what I can do as an individual, but in my ability to connect with, to listen to understand other people, and create teams which include, but reach far beyond, the SGA office. With 3 years of SGA experience, as well as broad leadership on this campus, including being co-president of the Roosevelt Institute, a civic engagement and community service intern in SSSR, a preceptor, a senior preceptor, dean's intern in the Center for Global Education, a founding member of the Davis United World College House, a year on the Intercultural Board, procedural advisor for the College Hearing Board, co-founder and chair of the C Board, mentor in numerous capacities, and more, I feel both ready and eager to apply what I have learned to the position of SGA president, and I am ready to commit myself fully to this job. There are 3 main areas I'll focus my attention as SGA president. What I'm about to say is not some abstract promise. It is exactly what I'm going to do. The first is communication, doing monthly YouTube videos, town hall meetings, opinion polls, and working with RAs to get information about SGA inside dorms. In my work on the C Board this year, I'm proud of C's ability to communicate and disseminate information, and we did that on a budget of $600 with no institutional standing 1 year ago. Imagine what I could do with the whole SGA. The second area is direct services to students. We should create a small fund that students can go to for little things that make a big difference in daily life, like water filters for the dorms, no-slip mats in lower campus bathrooms, or fixing the Meadows basketball hoop with breaks. We should also use SGA to take action on behalf of quality of life issues, like getting faster internet, or having Wheaton-run buses that go to Boston on the weekend. I recognize the economy is bad, but the renovations happening on lower campus show how possible it is to make improvements when we really want to. The third and final area is community engagement. SGA should be a space where all student leaders can come together, and as an ideal, where every student knows their voice will be heard. There are several things we can do right away. I'll form 2 task forces, one on interculturalism and the other on engaging the Norton community, that bring together student leaders to take action in those areas to work alongside SGA. Interculturalism and civic engagement are central issues to this student body, and they should be in our SGA as well. I will also form a President's Council, where once a month, all club leaders will be invited to come, eat Qdoba, and advise SGA. There is too much of a disconnect between SGA and the rest of the student leaders on this campus, and there is too much talent on both sides of that equation to not bring this community together. SGA should be a community space, and SGA can be what brings us together. Please visit my website, voteaaronb.com, to learn more about my ideas. These are not abstract words. They represent 3 years at Wheaton and what I have already proven myself able to do. They represent exactly what you get if I'm elected next Tuesday. My name is Bos Lun, and I would be honored to be your SGA president next year. Thank you very much.